Traveling with your kids for a vacation or a holiday can be great, but it can also be pricey. Having to pay for yourself and your spouse, plus all your kids, can really rack up a bill. Which is why in today's video, we'll be sharing with you a few tips to make traveling with kids budget-friendly. Traveling with your kids does not have to be an expensive or stressful experience. No matter where you go in the world, there are always hacks you can use to make the trip cheaper and, well, within your budget. When planning for a trip, having a budget and an idea of the amount of money you're willing to spend is the first step to enjoying a low-cost trip. Once you know your budget, you can plan wisely for everything else and stay comfortably within your means. So, how much are you ready to spend? For someone aiming to travel on a budget, you can't expect to travel to places that are expensive. Okay, well you can, but it'll definitely cost you more. Now, if you travel to a place with a low cost of living, you can spend less and still have lots of fun. There are destinations with cheaper prices for not only flights and accommodations, but also meals and activities. We've also got a video on the best 10 travel destinations for you to watch, linked in the description box below. Once you've chosen a budget-friendly destination, the next thing you want to do is be conscious of the time of the year you visit. This is because, in particular seasons like summer, prices tend to be hiked because of the high demand. So if your calendar allows you, you can visit during the off-season when the prices are considerably more favorable. Another great way of saving money is by looking for package deals. Package deals give you the opportunity of bundling everything together, from airfares to accommodation, transport costs, and attraction tickets. They're usually way less expensive than if you were to pay for them individually. A travel agent can source the best package deals for you. Whether it's your flight tickets, residence, or even activities, booking whatever you can way ahead of time will definitely cut costs. So make sure you begin planning early so that you can book on time. And when booking, especially for cheaper flights, use reputable airlines and reputable booking sites. The last thing you want to do is make a mistake and be left stranded or forced to pay extra fees that could have easily been avoided. Getting a credit card with travel rewards, registering for loyalty programs, and sticking with one major rental car company, hotel brand, or airline can save you lots of money on family vacations. So whenever you can, maximize your credit card rewards points. And you know what they say, there's absolutely no need to spend money if you don't have to. When picking an airline to travel with, make sure you check multiple prices at a time and choose the one that offers the lowest price. It can be because they're flying to a smaller airport or connecting flights. Whatever the reason, it saves money. Just make sure you're using a reputable booking site and airline. Also, keep in mind that using connecting flights, if your kids are still very young, can be more challenging. If you want some help in planning wisely, check out our video on the things to think about before making travel plans with kids, linked in the description box below. Choosing the right accommodation option can be the big difference between a costly trip and a costless one. Most of the time, rentals like Airbnb and private homes prove cheaper than hotels because not only do you need to pay for multiple rooms per night, you also get to save on feeding costs since you can make your own meals. Also, laundry services and space, especially if you have a big family and are staying for a long time, won't be an issue. Another option is to try a home exchange where you swap houses with another family, meaning they stay in yours while you stay in theirs. There are websites in many countries that offer these services. It's also a great way to save on accommodation while getting a taste of what it feels like to live in another city or a country. If you're staying in a hotel that has a kitchen and a fridge, or if you decide to stay in a rental, you can opt for the option of getting groceries and cooking your own meals. This reduces the cost of feeding because then you won't have to spend a lot on eating out daily. Also, when you're out and about during the day, you can have packed lunches or snacks, or even patronize street food vendors and food trucks, which tend to be cheap as well. Let's face it, flying takes up a huge chunk of the budget, even more if your family is big. So on that note, if you're traveling within the country and it takes less than 2 days, by all means, opt for a road trip. It's cheaper and ideal for family bonding. You can also use your own car instead of renting one. This will also give you the opportunity to travel by transport within the city. Most attractions come with a discount, so always keep an eye out for them and don't be shy to ask. You can also bank on free activities that the whole family will enjoy, like hiking or going to the beach. Discount passes are also a great way to save on multiple attractions on your trip. No matter how much you hope to stick to the budget, extra charges that you didn't plan for will definitely occur, which is why you should make allowances for miscellaneous and always have room for the unexpected in your budget. To round off, here are some extra tips to incorporate into your trip. On road trips, avoid routes that have toll roads, rent baby gear at your destination, or ask your hotel to supply it. Travel-related gift cards can be really helpful to keep costs down, so make the most of them. Make a spending plan in advance for each day. You can also have your kids bring their allowance money or green light cards. And finally, always remember that your vacation isn't meant for you to worry about costs, so plan properly, sit back, and have fun. I hope you've enjoyed this video as much as we have. What other tips do you use to save costs on your trips, and where will you be traveling next? Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more weekly content.